Alright, so who likes Pokemon? Well, I guess it's a dumb question, considering the fact that the franchise has been around since 1996. Because of the popularity, hacks have been made over the years. What you're looking at right now at the moment is a hacked version of Pokemon Firered called Pokemon Black. In the pasta, the hack is from the original Pokemon Red on the Game Boy. The pasta itself is a good introduction to other creepypasta stories. It's mild and yet still bizarre and has become a well-known creepypasta. And now I should probably tell you why this pasta has become well-known. A game collector discusses about he or she is a collector of bootleg Pokemon games, such as Pokemon Diamond and Jade, Chaos Black, and so on and so forth. A few years ago, said collector had obtained a Pokemon game called Pokemon Black from a flea market. The game itself seemed to be nothing more than Pokemon Red, except with the addition of receiving either Bulbasaur, Charmander, or Squirtle. You also get an additional Pokemon simply called Ghost. What was weird about this Pokemon was not only that it was a level 1 Pokemon, which isn't even possible, it had the move Curse, even though that said move never existed in Generation 1. But what was even weirder than that was that whenever the move Curse was used on a Pokemon, the screen would cut to black as the cry of the defending Pokemon would be heard, but the pitch would be a bit lower than normal and was distorted. The screen would fade back in and the defending Pokemon would be gone, with one of the Pokeballs on the left-hand corner also being gone, indicating that the Pokemon had died because of the move. What is even more bizarre is that after you won the battle commands would still be there and would give you the option to use Curse on the trainer. If you did that, you would return to the overworld and the other trainer would be gone. If you left the area and came back, there would be a tombstone, replacing the space where the trainer used to be. The move Curse isn't usable in all cases, such as using it against trainers you'll see again, like Giovanni or Gary, but you can use it against them in their final battles. Also, you couldn't use the move against other ghost Pokemon. Besides all of that, the game was normal for the most part, until you get to the end of the game. After defeating the Elite Four and viewing the Hall of Fame, the screen would cut to black, and a box appeared with the words, "Many years later." It would cut to Lavender Town where an old man was standing around and looking at some tombstones. You realize that the old man in the game is you. As you move around, you notice that you can only move at half the speed you normally would. You also have no Pokemon with you, not even your ghost. The overworld is completely deserted, and no matter where you go, the Lavender Town theme would go on in an infinite loop. As you get back to Pallet Town and enter your home, the screen will cut to black and show each of the Pokemon and trainers in the game you had used Cursed on. During this, the Lavender Town pitch was slowly decreasing. When your rival came onto the screen, it sounded like a bit of a demonic rumble. It would seem kinda odd that a Game Boy game would be able to produce a sound like that, but it is hacked, so I'll let it pass. After that, it goes to black for a few moments until a battle screen appears. The trainer is now stuck in a battle with the ghost, and since you can't run, you have no Pokemon, you'll have no choice but to use Struggle on the ghost. It doesn't cause any damage to the ghost, but to you. As you reach critical damage, the ghost then uses Curse on you, and the screen cuts to black for a final time and stays that way. When you reset the game and go back to the menu, the save file is lost, and the only option now is New Game. The game must have been programmed to delete the save file after your last battle with the ghost Pokemon. No matter how you play the game, whether you use Curse on anyone or not, it will always end with a climactic battle with the ghost and the game self-deleting itself. Whoever made this bootleg did a really good job, but at the same time, I wonder if there was a message in the game, like if that death was inevitable, or maybe the hacker was trying to inject darkness into a kid's game. Well, whatever the case is, the game has made me think and cry.